All right, good Tuesday morning, everyone. Definitely a different feel outside this morning, considering yesterday we were in the 40s and 50s. Today, a good 10 degrees warmer across the board. It's 59 in Providence and in Smithfield right now. Take a look at Westerly at 66 degrees. Our high temperatures, where they should be anyway, are not that far from this point. It's 64 in Newport and 52, a little cooler for our friends in New Bedford. But let me just show you the change from yesterday to today. It's 13 degrees warmer in Smithfield. That's not nothing, my friends. 14 degrees warmer in Taunton, 6 in New Bedford, and 7 in Providence. And it's also a muggier feel as well. Dew point temperatures in the 50s and 60s. And while that's not out of this world, it's a big difference from our dry air mass yesterday. Now we have wind coming off the ocean. We've got wind largely from the south and southwest. That's helping to bring in more warmth and more moisture out ahead of this right here. Low pressure off to our west. That's going to be our big weather maker over the next 24 hours or so. So let's get into it. We'll start with a look at today. And I have to tell you, overall today, it's not a bad day, especially if you like summer. It is going to feel like a late summer day. So we start out with temperatures in the mid 60s across the board by the time we get to 9. And then by the time we get to noontime, we're expecting temperatures up into the mid 70s. We top out in the mid and upper 70s with that moisture. Again, it feels a little more like summer rather than the first official full day of fall. Let's talk about high temperatures across the board here, and you'll see the pattern, right? Newport a little bit cooler with the wind coming off the ocean today, 74 degrees, the same in Westerly. But as you head inland, that warm air really takes hold of the numbers. 79 in Taunton and in Providence and Smithfield today. 77 for the high temperature in New Bedford and North Kingstown. But if you know my forecast, you know what comes next, right? Warmth, moisture, those are two big ingredients when it comes to thunderstorms. And we are looking out for a couple across New England today, really as we get into later tonight. As you can see, all the way to 7 p.m. here on Futurecast, there's still not too much happening in our area. However, storms starting to form across New England on the whole. You can see up into parts of the North Shore, for example, even into parts of western Connecticut, we start to get some activity. Now, these storms creep a little closer to us by the time we get to 9, 10, 11 o'clock. And wherever they set up, expect some heavy rain, thunder, and lightning, even some gusty wind possible. But it's really the heavy rain that I'm focused on. In the meantime, by the way, don't count out a shower or two as that moisture builds, but it's really the late night storms and some pockets of downpours that we're watching out for. Showers do linger into Wednesday morning. So tomorrow morning here on Good Morning Providence, expect us to be talking about some rain for your morning commute. And then they linger with us really through the mid-afternoon before starting to fade a little bit the second half of Wednesday. Now, I will say it's not the only chance of rain that we have this week. Another area of low pressure, another wave, if you will, comes back for us on Thursday and Friday. And that'll bring another renewed chance of storms, something to watch for. But the good news is timing's on our side. Things clear out as we head into the weekend. Saturday morning shower, and then we clear out really into Sunday, leaving us with a really nice end of the weekend there. 7-day stretch really changes here. You can see the temperatures going up and then down and then up and then down, and that's as low pressure comes back to play and then moves off into the Atlantic. So expect a little bit of a temperature roller coaster, and we are going to be keeping a close eye on those chances of rain.